Good morning everyone, my name is Mr. M.NGONGA Martial, English teacher in private school, especially for French speaking students. So welcome in École Virtuelle Africaine for this very first video in English. But in this one we are just going to give you some strategies on how to treat an English paper or Anglais paper in probatoire exam. So you are going to take notes on how to behave yourself as a student during English paper in probatoire exam. Okay, you should know that the English paper in probatoire exam is divided into 4 parts. The first part, which is section A, grammar. Section B, which is vocabulary. Section C, which is reading comprehension. And section D, which is composition. Okay, the first part, which is section A, we have 2 exercises most of the time in section A. So section A, we have 2 exercises. The first exercise is a dialogue. So at this level, a student is called to complete a dialogue with answers most of the time given in brackets. So a student needs at this level to read the whole dialogue before choosing the answer. So the answer can be an adjective, a verb, a preposition, and so on. But before doing that, it is better to read the whole dialogue in order to determine the domain in which you are involved. Now, after the dialogue, you have exercise 2. For example, follow the instructions in brackets. Follow the instructions in bracket. Then at this level, you are proposed sentences then with instructions. So they can give you a sentence maybe in conditional type 1, then in concerning the they are asking you to put it in type 3 conditional. It can be maybe a simple sentence to be put in question tag, or they can be also given to come into passive voice section. Are support back all without in grammar. Then after that, we have section B. We have B, vocabulary. At this level, the group or in a list to be in order to complete either a paragraph or sentences. It means what? They can be given maybe words in their first model, in the second, or model to be chosen. Then to complete either a paragraph or sentence. Before choosing answer, you need to read very and carefully the whole sentence before choosing your answer. Before choosing the answer. Then the second exercise can be maybe match the words, maybe in column A and column B, maybe to obtain a compound. And even with this exercise, you need to be concentrated before choosing the answer, because most of the time you are given 5 words in each group to be matched. So it means what? You need to be concentrated before choosing. Then after vocabulary, we have section C. You have section C, which is reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. At this level, giving what? The possibility to and to give us it, because the 2 first parts, which are grammar and vocabulary, it is called resource evaluation. Then the first class, which is comprehension, called evaluation of competence. So this is the first of the competence. Before start reading comprehension, it is better to read the questions. Getting me? It is better to read the question before reading the text. Why? Because by so doing, you have an idea on what the text is about. Because when you start by reading the text, most of the time you will not maybe answer very well to the questions. It's a strategy that I'm to you. So start reading the questions before reading your. Now when you read questions, question words are simply these words that introduce a question. It means what? You can have maybe how many. Okay, we know that when we have how many in the answer is automatically a number. If the question word is who, the answer is a human. Are you getting? If where, the answer is a place. So these are some strategies when you are giving your question. When you have when, the answer can be a year, a day, or a period. Then the time comprehension is, the answer is in your first paragraph of the text. And the last questions most of the time in official exam, they are personal answers. It means what? You can be maybe asked to give your own opinion concerning the text that you have been that you were given. Most of the time, the last questions are asking you to give your personal opinion. But there is a trap at times. It means what? If the text was about maybe, and then they are asking you, are you for or against child labor? Naturally, you cannot say yes, because we all know that it's a negative thing. So before giving your answer, try to have a concentration to understand the meaning of the question. So the first question, most of the time, the first paragraph, the questions, your opinion. Then when you have section D, which is composition. So in the composition now we have topics. Because during the academic year, you people are taught in class on how to write or to produce maybe formal and informal letters, speeches, articles, argumentative essay. Now at this level, a student is supposed to put into practice the methodology. For example, if you are maybe treating letter, you should know which type of letter is. Is it formal or informal? And you have the various things to be put when you are treating formal or informal letter. It means what? You need to know how to display sender's address, receiver's address, then the opening greetings and the closing greetings when you are treating either formal or informal. Because the way you end a formal letter is not the same you end an informal letter. I'm right with that. So you need to think about the methodology. You should know that formal letter is addressed to authorities, whereas informal, it is for private person or people. Now speeches, you should know that when we are talking about speech, you have the first part, which is introduction, and in that introduction you need to do what? You need to give the theme of your speech. You need to give the presenter. We have 4 in the introduction of our speech. Then below this short introduction, what follows? The order of protocol. And this order of protocol depends on the milieu in which you are. It means what? If you are asked to deliver a speech in a school, you will not have the same order of protocol than maybe that order of protocol in the introduction starts from the highest personality to the lowest. Asked to give a speech in the introduction, I mean concerning protocol, you are going to do what? To start maybe the principal, so that is below introduction. So the principal, for example, not the proprietor or the founder. The principal, you have discipline master. The discipline master, you can follow with dear teachers, for example, and let me wipe there. So dear students, and we end with ladies and gentlemen. Now after doing that, you skip 2 or 3 lines to start your body, and in your body you need to respect the instructions given in the topic. That's the CBA approach. You need to respect the instruction given in the topic. Now after developing, you can end, I mean the last sentence can be thank you for your kindly attention. Then at the bottom right of your paper, you need to end your speech with these expressions: long life, starting from the lowest entity to the highest. It can be long life our school, if the speech was delivered in school. Our community. Then we all know that the highest entity is what? Our republic, our country, or Cameroon. So you need to have this methodology. Do not start with order of protocol. You have a short introduction in which you have those 4 elements that I have mentioned before doing this protocol. Now, when you are maybe treating argumentative essay, you need to do a short introduction. You need to situate the topic in the introduction. After situating the topic, you need to give the problem, and the third part is what? You give the plan. Then you skip 2 or 3 lines. You start your body with connecting words. When we are talking about argumentative essay, you need to enrich, okay, your work with connecting words, and you all know that. When you are starting a first idea, in an argumentative essay, you can use the expression first of all, or firstly. That is when you want to start with the first or the very first idea. Then when you want to add, you use addition, connecting words, moreover, furthermore. Even in addition, then there is always a transition when you move from the first idea to the second. I mean the thesis to the antithesis, because when we are talking about argumentative essay, there is a thesis and an antithesis.